I do know what she's going to say, so shall I tell you? Because I've just seen her speech. She says the global economy is not in crisis, but recovery is too slow and fragile. Downside risks are increasing. I think this is the warm-up act. She's trying to get them going. Lagarde says global policymakers must take stronger action to counteract loss of growth momentum. Says US should raise minimum wage. Interesting. Improve tax credits for working poor. Europe should improve job training and employment policies. She's also going to say advanced economies should boost research, infrastructure investment. Developing economies should cut energy subsidies and boost social spending, etc., etc., etc.
Raising minimum wages. It's
Well,
sort of a bit of a backhander. Well, there's a number of states that have increased so far this year.
Yet? I mean, California's leading well on this one, isn't it? I think.
There's a whole bunch of states. It's more than a handful that have raised. I think it's about 14 so far.
But it's not a federal
since
policy
the start of
moment,
this year.
It's a federal aim.
Does it matter? That's just a demarcation dispute as to who raised and who hasn't raised and who's been behind the moves. If you're going up on wages, you're going up.
So apparently this is quite interesting because this is for the first time, according to the copy I'm looking at, she's going to prescribe specific policy action, just as we mentioned there as well. What else is she going to say? Countries with high and growing debts, that's all of us, isn't it? And elevated borrowing costs should pursue further fiscal consolidation, Lagarde said, but her remarks did not mention negotiations between the IMF, European lenders, and Greece, apparently.
I'm not sure who's got the high and growing debt with increasing interest rates would be emerging markets. High and growing debt, yes, is going on in Italy, say, but their interest rates are not increasing, quite the opposite. So I wonder if there's a sleight of hand in that. The bit that interests me that you read out there, Steve, is the cutting energy subsidies.
Yep, that's another one.
Now that's obviously flies in the face of a lot of the development of green energy at the present moment in time, and of course with the court case coming up in Germany on nuclear decommissioning subsidies, very important on the nuclear side as well.
So do you think we should have put a key word in there, decrease hydrocarbon subsidies? Because
well, I think that's perhaps,
the point,
I think it's hydrocarbon and nuclear subsidies. I think that's exactly the point, yeah. I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
She is also talking about, let's have a look. Let me be clear, we are on alert, not alarm. It's amazing having this speech before she's even spoken, isn't it? We're on alert, not alarm. There's been a loss of growth momentum, and that's interesting. You said, you know, like you said, the data's been okay.
Nominal GDP growth is poor, right? The data is okay. We will technically escape a recession, but actually, you know what? It looks like, it smells like, and it feels like a recession because the growth over the last 4, 5, 6 years since the 2009 recovery has been a one-trick pony based on huge expenditure on metals, mining, oil and gas.